Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to do a quick training today on Facebook for a campaign. I'm going to show you guys how we're testing ads and how we're reaching the most amount of people within an interest. And this is basically to test out a interest. And typically the way we do it is we'll set up one campaign, one ad set within that campaign, and then one ad for that, for that ad set. But what we're going to do is we're going to create 5 different ad sets within the campaign for the one keyword. So let's say we're going to be targeting mixed martial arts for this O2 trainer. So I'm going to go ahead in here. I never turn off a campaign, I never delete a campaign that has been successful because it'll get rid of the data. So anytime that I want to go back in and maybe revive a campaign or revive some ad sets or turn on some more ad sets, I'll do it within the campaign that has been the most successful because it's going to operate on that previous data. So I'm going to show you guys a few things that we've been testing. Right now I've turned off all the ads for the O2 trainer, and I'm going to set them up live with you here so you can see how we're going to do this. So the most successful ad sets and the most successful interests that we've had is I think it's been swimming and mixed martial arts. So what I'm going to do in here is what we did with the balloons, it's going to be similar to that when we were launching the body balloons and we were making like $25,000, $30,000 a day with those. What I did was I was actually setting up engagement ads. I wasn't even running conversion ads for those. But I was targeting the keyword beauty, and I started about 300 ad sets for the interest of beauty because it had like 80 million people within that interest. And there was no way that I was going to reach them with just one ad set, even if I set the budget to like $500, because it's only going to reach a certain amount of people. But if you're creating a whole bunch of separate ad sets, different ad sets, they're going to start reaching different people, and it's going to be really hard for the ad sets to compete with each other just because they're just hitting different people within that specific interest. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to start running ads for the interest. Let me see here. I'm just going to go ahead and see. We had one that was really that was doing really good. Let me see here. Just got to find it. No, not cost per purchases. Some of these just got like ridiculously expensive, so they had to be turned off. The main thing that we're trying to do right now is, let's see here, not lifetime, last 30 days. Okay, let's see here. Wow, these numbers are weird. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start with the word or with the interest swimming. So I'm going to go ahead and create my first ad set, and I'm going to make sure that it's within this existing campaign. So it's O2 trainer. I'm going to make sure that I click on create new ad. I'm going to click save to draft. And this is going to get pretty cool. So this is how we're just like, it's going to be like impossible not to find a winning audience within inside these specific interests if you do it this way. So I'm going to go for purchase. I'm going to start this at $50 a day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go for the United States. And men 18 to 65. And we're going to go with the interest of swimming. 94 million people. So it's really, really broad. Let's see here. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the countries that we've seen the most success in. As you can see, as I'm adding these, the audience reach is increasing. So it's becoming even more and more broad, and that's what I kind of want because I'm going to be testing this audience pretty like a madman. Okay, let's see. I already put in Canada. Okay, United Kingdom. So we're already up to about 8.6 million people that we're going to possibly be reaching. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Jersey. I didn't. Okay. Jersey. Let's see. So at 8.6. There was Spain, Japan, New Zealand, Australia. Okay, so we're at about 11 million people. Oh yeah, Austria and Argentina. Now, since our ad right here, it is in English and there's a lot of words to be said, so like if people don't understand English, it's going to be kind of pointless to put that ad in front of them. If they don't understand what like is actually going on. So where it says languages, I'm going to go ahead in here and put in English. I'm going to go with all, and I think that should lower the reach to 9.7 million people. Okay, so I'm going to, up here, I'm going to go ahead and go into 18 to 65 plus. My keyword is swimming. I will be doing mobile and desktop, and we are going for a purchase conversion value because we do want to target people that are most likely to purchase something off of Facebook. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to go to my placements. I'm going to get this off of Messenger, off of Audience Network. I'm going to keep it on Instagram. I'm going to get it off the marketplace, not on the right-hand column. And I'm going to keep it on Instant Articles, Feeds, and Instagram. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to keep it at a one-day after click window. And I think that should be it. And we're going to keep it at automatic. I'm not really going to do manual at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of there. I'm going to go in here into the actual ad itself. Actually, let me go back here. I got to copy something real quick, just the naming convention, just because I like to be organized. Okay. We're going to go into the ad. We're going to edit the ad. I'm going to copy over the naming convention. I'm going to choose the O2 Trainer page and the O2 Trainer Instagram page. I'm going to go over here to use existing post. This is an ad that I've already created, so I'm just going to grab the ad ID over here. I'm going to paste it into the ad itself. I'm going to click submit, and it will populate right here, and we are done. And that's our first ad. So we've created our first ad, right? So I'm going to click publish. I'm going to give it a second. Did you guys see that whole Facebook thing with Mark Zuckerberg? That was pretty crazy. Some of the questions they were asking were just cringeworthy. It's just like, oh my goodness. How does a company like Facebook make money if its users don't pay for its service? It's like, Senator, we run ads. All right, let me get this to refresh. One second. Come on. You know, I thought fiber internet was supposed to be way faster than this. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to duplicate the ad itself within the ad set. I'm going to duplicate it 5 times. So I'm going to have a total of about 6 ads. So basically what this is going to do is it's going to rotate. As this ad set is pointed at all of these ads, what they're going to be doing is one of them is going to hit the right audience, right? And you'll see the cost per click is going to be super low. You'll see the click-through rate is going to be super high. And then all you do is just turn off the really shitty ones, okay? So you're not wasting your money, because typically what will happen is people will run one campaign with like one ad set with one ad attached to it. And then if that ad does terribly, then they assume that that keyword is just garbage, and then they just don't know what the hell else to do. They turn it off, and then they start testing, wasting money. And that's how we were doing it, and we were mostly basing it off of just luck and not data. But it's worked out because we have turned off the ad sets that weren't working or whatever. But it just did make it harder because we had to do a lot more testing, which sucks. So this takes a lot of testing out. One of these does pick up, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to duplicate this 5 times, and I'm going to change the creative on 3 of them. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Boom, 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 boom. Now what I'm going to do, okay, so which ones? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 3 right here, I'm going to start changing the creative. So I'm going to send them to, where is this? Where is it? Not this one. Okay, that's one of them. Let's run it to this one. So I'm going to grab the ad ID on this. Use where is that? Man, there's so many tabs. I'm surprised my computer hasn't exploded. I'm thinking whether to use this one or this one. Not sure. Let's go with this one. We'll do the other one for retargeting. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to change the ID right here where it says use existing post. I'm going to click enter ID. I'm going to input this post. I'm going to click submit. Boom, populates right there. I'm going to do the same thing for this one over here. Enter post ID. Boom, submit. So, I mean, these ads are going to be everywhere. This is going to be insane. So with like a $50 budget, you're expecting to reach maybe, possibly, depending on how much text is inside the ad, maybe 2,000 to 5,000 people with a purchase conversion value, like an ad optimized for purchase conversion value. So you're going to be reaching 2,000 to 5,000 people with each ad set, right? Now, it's going to take a while to reach 9.7 million people, how many people we're targeting, right? So it's going to take a while for this to start to fatigue. But as they start to fatigue, all you have to do is just keep rotating these ads within these ad sets. So let me go ahead, click submit here. Okay, boom. Let me just see if it actually saved that information that I just put in. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to grab these 5 that we just created. Oops. Oh my goodness. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, actually, yeah, we're good to go. Let me see here. Man, this new like setup is freaking me out. Let's see here. Swimming. Okay, what is going on? Why do I have so many of these? Okay, whatever. You know what? Just don't publish. Hopefully those don't publish, or I'm gonna turn them all off. Okay, so as this populates, just give this a few minutes. I don't know why it's doing this. I really miss Power Editor. I'm gonna tell, like, I don't like this at all. Like, it was so much easier inside Power Editor. Now this just got all confusing. I hate when they change this. It's like you're constantly battling Facebook's stupid changes in algorithms. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more changes, especially with what happened yesterday and this whole Cambridge thing. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay, so we're good to go here. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's go back to the ad set. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to go back to my campaign. And here we go. So now what I'm going to do is now we have this one ad set that leads to 5 different ads, right? Or 6 different ads with different creative on each one of them, or just on 3 of them. So we've split it up. 6 ads, 2 different creatives. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to duplicate this ad set. So I'm going to keep the existing campaign. I'm going to duplicate it 4 times. I'm going to click duplicate. So once these ad sets hit the profit margin, right, or go beyond the profit margin and I haven't gotten a sale, I'm going to turn them off. But one of these, or 2 of these, or 3 of these, or maybe 4 of these ad sets is going to pick up because the ads that we've created, and there are so many, one of them is going to pick up and we'll just turn off the awful ones and then we'll just keep running. And this way it allows us to optimize for the best performance possible that we could possibly have within these ads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this all the same. Now, a lot of people still argue that, hey, you know, there's a lot of people in this audience, like there's 9.7 million people. So typically what happens is if you have duplicate ad sets within one ad account or one campaign, what they'll start doing is competing with each other and artificially inflating the cost that you end up paying for each ad. So what I'm going to do is, I mean, I'm still being told that's not true. even though there's like 9.7 million people and it makes it harder for those ad sets to compete. But I still kind of believe that changing one demographic inside an ad set that's been duplicated helps out. So I don't want to keep everything the same. I am just going to go in here and change the age by 1 year in each one of these. So this one I'm going to go ahead and do 19. So the other ones are all 18 to 65 plus. I'm going to do 19 and make sure I change that up here just so I don't compete with myself. Maybe it's superstition. I don't know. I know that that was a fact about a year ago. They said they've changed the rules, but I still don't believe it because it's gotten a little funky, and I've seen ads just like not perform really well when this happens. So this one I'm going to do 20. So I'm going to be doing 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so this one is going to be 20, 20 to 65 plus, and next one is going to be 21. So this way, I'm just going to play it safe. I don't want my ads to compete with each other, and I'm not trying to pay a whole bunch of money for my own ads competing with each other. That'd be silly. Okay, so let's see here. Boom. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, this one is going to be 22 to 65 plus. I am so hungry right now. I need to make some eggs and bacon. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and now you'll see that each one of these ad sets. Oops. What's going on here? Let's see here. Why is my campaign not selected? Okay, let me see. Jeez. Okay, let's see. Let me just publish these real quick. Review and publish. Why is it doing this? Can't be longer than 60 seconds. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we'll fix that. No, we won't. We're going to click publish. So that error was basically Instagram. So it was since one of the creatives inside the ad sets, one of them is around 60 seconds and the other one's about 2 minutes. Instagram doesn't allow any videos to be posted on their platform that's longer than 60 seconds. So that's all that message was saying. It's like, hey, this ad isn't going to show up on Instagram, which is completely fine with me. But one of them is. So that's cool. Okay, so let's go back inside this campaign. Let me just unselect all of these. I'm going to go in here. So each ad set is going to have 6 different ads, right? 6 different creatives. Every single one of them, right? So I'm going to go in here. Boom. So as this ad set is pointing to these 6 creatives, it's just going to be rotating. Now, one of them is going to pick up, or 2 of them, or 3 of them, right? So typically, let's say you're running one campaign to one ad set to one ad. Let's say that one ad's click-through rate is like 1.28, and that's it. So I mean, that's all you got to run with. Now, if you have 6 of them in there, one of them's going to have a click-through rate of like 1.2, and then another, like 2 of them are going to have like a 5.8 click-through rate or 6 or whatever. So just turn off the really shitty one, right? And then go with the ones that are working. Now, as they fatigue and as they start to die down, just rotate them again. Do the same thing. So that's it, guys. That's basically the training that I wanted to do for today. We're going to be doing a separate campaign that's only going to have retargeting in it. We're not going to do this. This campaign is only going to have interests in it. I don't want to mix interests with retargeting with any of that shit. So it's going to have one campaign is just going to have interest targeting. The other campaign is going to have just retargeting in it. So that's basically hitting the people that have already seen the ad, visited the website, or viewed a video. We're just going to follow them all over Facebook, all over the internet, basically just stalking them until they buy. So shoving it down their throat. Okay. So typically a person is going to have to see an ad maybe like 5, 6, 7 times before they actually make a decision to buy. Now, the best way to get them to buy is to send them lots and lots of different types of content. So one video they're going to see is going to be this one. The other one is going to be this one. Then another one is going to be this ad right here where it's boss explaining how to use the O2 trainer. Then it's just going to be straight up like, hey, get an O2 trainer. It's free shipping in the US. Then it's going to be, let's see here. Then it's going to be this one right here. So they're always seeing something new. So they're not seeing the same stuff over again, right? And that'll keep a campaign alive. That'll keep it from fatiguing even quicker. Because if people are seeing the same stuff over and over again. They're gonna see that ad across their news feed. They're not gonna watch it again. They'll be like, I already saw that. Like, I don't need to see it again. And that would, like, for that, it just gets more expensive. So that's why we want to constantly rotate content to these people. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna end it here. I gotta go make some eggs, some scrambled eggs. I learned this recipe from Gordon Ramsay. Let me just see what comments we have here. At least they add this feature and they some audience terms of use. Yep. Okay, guys, that is it. I'm gonna end it here. Have an awesome day. I hope this was good stuff. All right, peace.